Hello and welcome. Today we will learn in detail how to use filter, and I will also show you how to create this drop down menu where you can make your own custom selections. Example, if I want to know that how many TVs we sold in the east area for one particular brand, what I will do is I will just go to the area column. I will select that particular area. Example, it is east. I will choose that brand and I will select TV. I can just search TVs over here and I can select OK. Now I have the result which is absolutely correct. But for some reason, if I remove this filter and if I want to go back for the same result, I'll have to do all the selections all over again. So for that, the best option is to create this kind of drop down. For example, how many Apple TVs were sold in the East region? I will just select this and you can see that the result is upfront. Another example is if I want to know that in the West, how many TVs and laptops were sold in the month of May this year and the previous year. So I will just select this and the results are upfront here. So when you create this type of custom view drop down, things will work like magic. So let's get started. First, let us learn how you can put these filters. One way is click anywhere in the data and do Ctrl Shift and L. You will see that these arrow icons have appeared on the header. So that means the filter has applied. To remove this, do the same thing, Ctrl Shift and L. Another way is you can go to the Home tab. You can come here in this editing group and under this sort and filter, and here you can select filter. To remove it, just click on the filter again. Another way is you can go to the data tab. Let me just remove this filter first, Ctrl Shift and L. Okay. Under this sort and filter group, you can just select filter. And if you want to remove it, just click it again. You can also apply the filter by just right clicking on any of this cell. Here go to filter and then filter by selected cell value. So that means Excel will get me the data of only this particular selection. Let me show you. To remove this filter, I will just right click again, go to filter and clear filter. One more thing I want to show you. If I do the same thing again on this, notice there is a color on this cell. So I will right click and then here I will choose, instead of cell value, I will choose cell color. So now it is showing me the result for only these color cells. You can also filter by the text color. Right click, filter, and here you can see cells font color. So if I click this, it will give me the result for only this selection. You can also notice here at the down left, there is a reading which says 7 of 30 records found. So that means I have altogether 30 records, out of which my filter is showing only 7. So let me remove this filter. One more thing, I have put this serial number for a particular reason, which I am going to show you to later. I can also make individual selections from the column header or choose various criteria. Now let us see what are the filter options for each of this data. First we will see date. If I click on this arrow, the first thing you will see is the sort option. That means I can sort my data from the oldest to the newest date or the newest to the oldest date. So if I choose this, what Excel has done is it has sorted the data from the oldest date, that is 2019. For example, here it is May 2019 until the latest date, that is 16th of May 2020. I can just do the reverse of this. I will just click newest to oldest, so the data will turn upside down. You can also sort by color. I will just click here and then sort by color. Let me choose this color. So you can see the particular color which I choose, that is on top. After sort, you will see the filter options. Here I can filter by color. The difference here is sorting will show me the entire data, but the selection will be on top and the rest of the data will be at the bottom. But if I filter the same color, see what will happen. It will show me only this particular data which has the same color. Let me go back. Or if I choose this color, and so on. The next option here is the most important option, that is date filters. Here you will get loads of options to choose from. You can choose a particular date. The best thing here is you don't have to worry about the format of the date, like if it is month or the date or the year. You can just go here on this calendar and then select a particular date. Let me select 16th of May and then I say OK. So it will show me a record for this particular date. In this instance, there is only one record. You have various options to choose from. Let's say, let me see the data for last month. So this is how it works. And then let me show you another important thing. You can explore all these options. You can see last year, this year, year to date, etc. And if you see at the bottom, you will find this custom filter. Let me just select this and show you what it is. Here, you can select the data between the two dates. Let me show you an example. If I select on this drop down, there will be various options like equals, does not equal, is after or equal to, and so on. So here, if I want to see the data between the two dates, I will select is after or equal to. Let me choose a date, slightly older date, that is 1st of January. And then I want it before or equal to. So I will choose before or equal to. Let us choose the latest date, 20th May example, and then I will select OK. Now what Excel has done is, it has given me the data between these two selections. So similarly, you can choose all these options as per your requirement, and then Excel will give you the desired result. You can also select the dates from here, but it's a problem if you have a huge data. But in case if it's a small data, you can also use this option. Here you can see there is this year and the previous year, and there is a small plus button over here. So if I click this plus button, it's going to show me the months. So I can further click this plus button and get the dates as well. These are all dates for January and so on. Similarly, 2019. So I can make a selection from here as well. For example, if I want 5th of January, I will select this date and click OK. So it will show me the sales for only this particular date. So I hope the date filter is clear. Let us now see the text filter. So text filter is nothing but, if a column has text, then slightly the options will change. Here you can see the sort option has changed from A to Z and from Z to A. So if I click here, it's going to sort in alphabetical order. And if I choose from Z to A, it's going to select the opposite way. The next here is sort by color. If your cell has any color highlights or the font color, you can choose from here. Let me choose any color, yellow. So now you can see the yellow color cells have come on top. Now what if my cell has multiple colors? Like for example, here in this column, you will find there is yellow color, and then there is green color, and there is red color font. What if I want to sort this according to my selection? For example, I want it yellow here, followed by the green color, then by the red color, and by the white cells. So for that, you have to go to sort by color and then select this custom sort. Let me just move this to the right side so that you can see very clearly. The first option here is sort by. It will ask you, for example, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So it will ask me which column I want to sort. So I will select this, and here I want to sort area. So I will select area and then sort on what basis, whether it is cell color, cell value, or font color. So here I want to choose cell color, that is yellow, and then in this drop down I will select the same color, and then it will ask me where I want to put this color. So I will select on top. So to choose the next color, I will select add level. So now another level has been added here. So I will do the same thing. I will select the column name, and then cell color. Now I want to choose green color. So I will choose green, and then on top. That means it will be followed by this color. I can add more levels. Now I will choose same column. This time it will be font color, and I have this red color font, you remember. So here, if you click on this drop down, it will show you the available colors, that is red, and then again I will keep the same selection, that is on top. Now I will click OK. So see what happens. As per my selection, there is yellow on top, green, and then red color. After seeing the sort options, now you will see filter options. So here you can see filter by color. This we have already covered earlier. So let me still show you. Let me choose any font color. So now it has filtered only this particular color cells. The next is text filters. Here I can make selection from all this. Let's say if I want to select equals, so that means I have to make a specific selection. I can just go to the drop down. Now see, the best thing over here is if I click the drop down, it will show me all the contents in that particular column. So let me choose north and then select OK. I can also make the same selection by choosing any name from here. I will just select all, and then let's say if I want to see east, I will just select this and click OK. So the same thing is happening over here as well. Let us see some other options. Text filter begins with, for example, if you have a list of employees whose name is starting with A, B, or so on, so you can select it from here. If you click begin with, let me put east, so that is E, and then not east, so let me select W and then OK. So now you can see all the letters starting with W will appear over here. In this case I don't have many, so it will show me west. The next option here is ends with, so that means the ending alphabet. Let me put H and then OK. So now you can see north and south has appeared. You have even more options. That is, if you want any cell which contains any particular word or anything like that, or if it does not contain, or if you click to this custom filter, the same box will appear, and if you click this drop down, there will be more options for you. This is easy, you can explore it by yourself. So I will cancel it. There is one more thing which I want to show you. So let's say if I want to select a particular type of product, I will just show you here. I can go to the search button, and let's say if I want tablet, so I will click tablet. Excel will filter only those data which is containing this letters. So if I click OK, it will show me the result of tablets. So next we will see the filter for the numbers. So let me remove all these filters and then put it back. And this column contains all the sales values. So let me open this filter. Here you can see the options are to sort from smallest to largest. Now when we go to the date, it is showing oldest to the newest date. When you go to the text, it is showing A to Z. But here when you go to the numbers, it is showing smallest to largest. So Excel is automatically identifying which columns are having which type of data, and it is creating the filters accordingly. So this means that I can sort my data from smallest to the largest number. So if I sort this, you can see that it is starting from 100, then 200, and then so on. Similarly, this is the opposite of that. That is the largest to the smallest. And we have already seen how to sort by color. So we can come down to the number filter. Here you can see there are several options like the previous one. For example, if I want to know how many columns are greater than 300, I will click OK. So Excel will give me this output. Ideally, when you create any type of report, you will be having a total. So when you work with filters, the normal sum will not be accurate. So let me just remove the filter and show you. I have altogether 30 records, okay, for which the total is coming to 7,500. Okay. So if I use a filter, let me use this filter is equal to 300. If I come down here, I can see the sum that it is 1800. But since I am using the sum formula, it will show me the sum for the entire range, which is not correct. Here it is showing me from F2 to F32, but in the actual it is only 1800. So what I can do here is, instead of using sum formula, I have to use subtotal. So let me just retype it again. I will put equal to and I will just type subtotal and I will click this. Excel will give me so many options to choose from. So here, since we want the total, I will use the sum option. I will click this and I'll put a comma and I will select the same range, that is from F2 to F2 to F32. Okay, let me remove the filter. So let me type in the formula again, is equal to subtotal. I will select this. Since I want the sum, I will select this option and then comma, and I will select the data from here till here and then select OK. So now if I use the filter and do the same selection, I can do it from here as well, 100. So now you can see my total is showing 700, which is equal to the sum of these lines. You must have also noticed that when I come down to this bottom, I cannot see the heading of the table. So for that, Excel provides a fantastic option of freezing this heading. To freeze that, you can just go to the View tab and then under Freeze Panes, you have to select Freeze Top Row. So now you can see there is a small border. That means this line has been frozen. So if I scroll down now, no matter what, this heading will stay intact. This is very useful option, especially when you have a huge data. You can know exactly what is your column header. So going back to the subtotal, you can also use this count formula. I will just show you subtotal again. And then instead of sum, now I will use count. So I will select this, comma, and my range will be same. So I will select this, close the bracket, and then enter. So now I can track the count of my filtered data. So let me go back again and put the filter, and then you can use this custom filter option as well if you like. Let us say again is greater than 200, and if I select OK, so now you can see it is updating my total as well as the count. Let me put the same format here. I'll go to the format painter and I will just select this format, and this is the total. So now we have covered almost everything under filter. Remember I told you in the beginning of this video that why I had added this serial number. This is actually not a part of this data, but when you think about going back to the same sort of data that was in the beginning, it's impossible because you have already made so many filters. So this is my personal way of going back to this actual form. I will just sort this from, let me put the filter first. I will just sort this from smallest to largest. So now it will make the data right back to the way it was in the beginning. Now I will show you how to add the custom views drop down list to filter your data. So the first step is to filter the data that you want to appear under the specific heading. I will always recommend to always have a full table also, so that instead of using the unfilter, you can just select the full table in the drop down. Let me show you. If you want to learn the easiest way of selecting a particular table, is that you click on this and you press Ctrl and Shift together and then the bottom arrow key. So now you have seen the whole column has been selected. And then if you want to go to the right side, you just have to hold the Ctrl Shift key and press the right arrow. So now I have selected the whole table. In case if you don't want to select the full table, I'll press Ctrl Shift and down key, and instead of pressing Ctrl Shift, I will just press the Shift button and the right arrow key. So this will make the selection for the next column on the right side. So I'll select the whole table. Now go to the View tab. Under this Workbook Views group, you'll find this option of Custom View. Just click on that. So this dialog box will appear. So now I will type the names that I want in the drop down to show when I click on those particular names. So in this case, I would name it as, I will select add and then I will name it as full table. because I have selected the full table. And then I will just keep the checks here and then I'll select OK. And let's say I want to know in the south and east, how many mobiles were sold. So I will just click on this filter and under the search I will type mobile and then OK. So now I have the data which will show me that in south and east how many mobile phones were sold. So what I will do is I will do the same thing again. I will select this data. I'll go to the view tab. Under that, custom views, and then I will click add. So here I can type whatever I want. In this case I will type south east TV sales and I will select OK. I'll take another example. If I want to know how many products were sold in the month of May this year and last year, I'll make the selection over here. OK. And then this is my data. So I will make a selection from here until here. I'll go back to the view tab. Under this custom views again. And then I will just click on add. So I will type here products sold in May 2019 and 2020 and I will select OK. So now we have made the custom views as per our requirement. Now let's see how you can put the drop down. So for that, first we have to find where is this quick access toolbar in your worksheet. In most of the cases it will be on the top left of the sheet. So I can see here there are some options like undo and then redo, and there is a save option. So this is called a quick access toolbar. The best thing about this is you can customize and add some options here. So how to add that option? You can see this arrow button, just click on that and then over here you will see all these options. You can add if anything is required from here, but for more options just click this more commands. So this is a window which will allow you to do some customization in your quick access toolbar. So you will come here on the left side and you will click quick access toolbar, and under the choose command from you will select all commands. You can use your scroll bar here and you have to find for customs view. So let me just go down here, customs view. Here you go. So I will select this and I will click add. So now we have seen that along with all these options, the custom views option has also been added to my quick access toolbar. So now I can select, so now I can click OK, and you will see instantly that the drop down has been added. You can also move the position of this access toolbar. I don't like it to be here, so what I will do is I will just right click anywhere on this access toolbar and then I will just say that show quick access toolbar below the ribbon. So now it has moved the toolbar from here to here. Now let us try to use it. I will just click this drop down. Remember, these are the three options which we have added earlier. So first let me see full table. If I click this, my full table will appear over here as a shortcut. Next, what we have added is the products sold in May this year as well as last year. So if I click this, I will have this information instantly available on my spreadsheet. So using this custom views function and the drop down, it will save a lot of your time. You can add as many names over here, but for this video I have just taken 3 examples. And now the most important thing, if you learned something from this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.